What is up, everybody? I wanted to come to you guys tonight with my NXT review. So let's jump right into the show. To start off the show, we had Tommaso Ciampa versus Kushida. This was a pretty decent one-on-one match between Kushida and Tommaso Ciampa tonight on NXT. This match between the two was decent. It was alright. It wasn't the best match that I've seen between Kushida and Tommaso Ciampa. This match was decent for what it was. It was alright. It was a decent one-on-one match, if you want to call it that. It was a pretty decent, good one-on-one match tonight for NXT between Tommaso Ciampa and Kushida. This was an alright one-on-one decent match, if you just want to say that. I mean, it was decent. It was alright for what it was. It was just an okay match. It was really nothing all that really to write home about, but it was alright to be a one-on-one match between Kushida and Tommaso Ciampa tonight on NXT. This match was decent. I'll give it credit for what it was. It was just a decent one-on-one match tonight to be on NXT. Did this match need to be on NXT? No, not really. I mean, I don't know why Tommaso Ciampa is feuding with Kushida. I don't understand why these two are feuding. I don't really get it. I don't really understand why you have Kushida feuding with Tommaso Ciampa when Kushida is feuding with Velveteen Dream. I don't get why. I don't get that. I don't really understand why Tommaso Ciampa is involved with Kushida when Kushida is involved with Velveteen Dream and them two are feuding. I don't get why. I don't get what Tommaso Ciampa has to do with this feud between Kushida and Velveteen Dream. You've kind of latched Tommaso Ciampa into this feud with Kushida and Velveteen Dream when he doesn't belong there. I mean, Tommaso Ciampa doesn't belong in this feud with Kushida and Velveteen Dream. He doesn't belong there, and now you're going to have to make him belong there because Velveteen Dream caused Tommaso Ciampa his match with Kushida tonight on NXT. So now you're going to have to make sense to why you're putting, Kushida against Velveteen Dream against Tommaso Ciampa. You're going to have to make sense of this storyline of why you've kind of lumped Tommaso Ciampa into this feud with Kushida and Velveteen Dream when he didn't really need to be in this feud between Kushida and Velveteen Dream. Tommaso Ciampa didn't need to be in this feud. I don't know why you're lumping Tommaso Ciampa into this feud with Velveteen Dream and Kushida on NXT television. I don't get why you're lumping him into that feud. I don't understand what Tommaso Ciampa has to do with the feud between Kushida and Velveteen Dream. I don't know what Tommaso Ciampa has to do with this feud. I don't understand why Tommaso Ciampa is involved in this feud. But now on NXT television, you're going to have to make sense of why now that Tommaso Ciampa is involved with Kushida and Velveteen Dream. You're gonna have to make sense of this somehow. I don't know how they do that. I don't understand how NXT is going to make sense of Tommaso Ciampa being involved with Kushida and being in his feud with Velveteen Dream. I don't know how they're gonna make sense of this. I don't know how they're gonna go about this storyline now that they have lumped Tommaso Ciampa into this feud with Kushida and Velveteen Dream. This feud really didn't need Tommaso Ciampa. This feud didn't need Tommaso Ciampa. It didn't. I mean, why are you lumping Tommaso Ciampa into this feud with Kushida and Velveteen Dream? This feud between Kushida and Velveteen Dream did not need Tommaso Ciampa. It didn't. This feud doesn't need him. Why are you lumping Tommaso Ciampa into a feud with Velveteen Dream and Kushida? Why is Tommaso Ciampa involved in this feud? You're going to have to make sense of this now. Now, because you have lumped Tommaso Ciampa into this feud with Kushida and Velveteen Dream on NXT television. You're going to have to make sense of that. And Tommaso Ciampa ended up picking up the win over Kushida by DQ when Velveteen Dream got involved in their match tonight on NXT television. And Velveteen Dream interfered in the match between Kushida and Tommaso Ciampa tonight on NXT television. And then we had Drake Maverick and Killian Dane versus Everrise. Drake Maverick and Killian Dane destroy Everrise. Everrise they're just jobber to the stars. I don't know why this match needed to happen tonight on NXT television. The team of Drake Maverick and Killian Dane destroys Everrise tonight on NXT. And then we had Xia Li versus Shotzi Blackheart. This was a pretty decent one-on-one women's match tonight between Shotzi Blackheart and Xia Li. This was a pretty decent one-on-one women's match on the night for NXT tonight. This match was decent. It was alright between Shotzi Blackheart and Xia Li. This match was decent. It was alright. It was a pretty decent women's match. It was a decent women's match for what it was. It wasn't that great. It was just a get me over women's match. That's pretty much what this match was tonight with Shotzi Blackheart versus Xia Li. This was just your basic pretty much get me over one-on-one women's match tonight between Shotzi Blackheart and Xia Li tonight on NXT. Which, I mean, it was a decent women's match. It was decent. I wouldn't say it was great. I wouldn't say it was a good match. I would just say it was decent to okay tonight between Shotzi Blackheart and Xia Li tonight on NXT, and Shotzi Blackheart picks up the win Shotzi Blackheart picks up the win over Xia Li tonight on NXT. And then we had Austin Theory versus Leon Ruff. This match didn't last long. Austin Theory destroys Leon Ruff. So there you go. And then we had the returning Dexter Lumis. Dexter Lumis returned tonight on NXT to face Austin Theory. So Dexter Lumis makes his return tonight to NXT, and he goes one-on-one with Austin Theory, and I don't know why Dexter Lumis had this really long match with Austin Theory. I don't know why these two had the longest match tonight on NXT. Dexter Lumis should have made short work of Austin Theory. I don't know why you had this really long match between Dexter Lumis and Austin Theory tonight on NXT. That didn't really need to happen. Dexter Lumis should have came in and he should have made short work of Austin Theory, but nonetheless, Dexter Lumis goes over on Austin Theory by submission. I don't know why these two needed to have a long match tonight on NXT. I don't really understand why this match needed to be that long. This match should have been at least 30 seconds. You should have Dexter Lumis return. He just takes out Austin Theory. That's what it should have been. Dexter Lumis should have made his return by taking out Austin Theory within 30 seconds. That should have been the way it went down tonight. It shouldn't have been this long of a match between Dexter Lumis and Austin Theory tonight on NXT. These guys didn't need to have that long of a match. Dexter Lumis should have made his return tonight and took out Austin Theory within 30 seconds. That's what should have happened tonight when Dexter Lumis made his return tonight to NXT. Dexter Lumis should have returned by taking out Austin Theory within 30 seconds. That should have been the way it was. But Dexter Lumis and Austin Theory did not need to have this long match tonight on NXT. That did not need to happen. But like I said, nonetheless, Dexter Lumis ended up picking up the win over Austin Theory by submission tonight on NXT. And then we had the main event, which was Amber Moon and Rhea Ripley versus Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez. This was just your basic 2-on-2 women's tag team match tonight in the main event of NXT. This women's tag team match was decent. It was all right for what it was. It didn't really blow me out of the water. It was just kind of a basic run of the mill women's tag team match tonight for NXT. This was the main event of the night tonight on NXT with Amber Moon and Rhea Ripley versus Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez in the main event of NXT tonight. This was just your basic run of the mill women's tag team match tonight in the main event on NXT. This match really wasn't all that great. It was a decent women's tag team match for what it was. It was decent enough to be okay. It was alright if you ask me. It didn't really blow me out of the water. I really wasn't impressed by this women's tag team match. I wasn't impressed by it. It did nothing to impress me. I mean, the only thing that really looked cool was when Amber Moon hit her finisher off the top rope, which is a stunner off the top rope. That looked really cool. So that was the only thing that looked cool tonight was when Amber Moon hit her finishing stunner off the top rope onto Dakota Kai for the win tonight. That was the only thing that was cool to me. Other than that, I really didn't take anything away from this match. I didn't really get anything out of it either. It was just your basic 2-on-2 women's tag team match tonight in the main event of NXT with Amber Moon and Rhea Ripley versus Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez. This 2-on-2 basic women's tag team match really it was decent. It was decent enough to do what it was supposed to do, which was make Amber Moon look strong. You know, when she, this was to make Amber Moon look strong. And in the end, Amber Moon holds up the hand to Rhea Ripley as to say, take your, this is your time. I think Rhea Ripley is getting called up. I think she's getting called up to the main roster. Because tonight, at the end of the women's tag team match, Amber Moon held up the arm of Rhea Ripley as to this might be her send-off tonight in the main event of NXT with her and Amber Moon. Amber Moon was acting like this was her send-off tonight in the main event of NXT, so we might be seeing Rhea Ripley going to the main roster after tonight. They acted like this was her send-off. Rhea Ripley was in the ring by herself after Amber Moon told her, no, this is your time. Amber Moon leaves the ring, and Rhea Ripley is in the ring all by herself. So they pretty much kind of gave you the idea of this was the send-off of Rhea Ripley tonight from NXT. I think we will be seeing Rhea Ripley in the draft on Friday on SmackDown. So overall, I'm gonna give NXT a 5 out of 10. The Johnny Gargano segment was good. The Damian Priest segment was good as well. The Damian Priest segment was good. The Gargano segment, the Garganos segment was good tonight on NXT, and the Amber Moon segment was good as well. So those three things were good tonight on NXT. Those were the best segments tonight on NXT. Overall, I'm going to give NXT a 5 out of 10 just because of the women's tag team match. That women's 2-on-2 tag match was decent. So I'm going to give that about a 5.5 out of 10. I mean, NXT just wasn't that. It wasn't that great. But you know, the women's match, the women's tag match saved it at the end for me. So I'm gonna give NXT a 5.5 out of 10. So if you guys like this NXT review, hit that thumbs up. It helps my YouTube channel in the YouTube algorithm. And guys, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And guys, thank you guys for watching this NXT review tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you guys tonight. So thank you guys for watching this NXT review. I love you guys. So thank you guys for watching. So overall, I'm going to give NXT a 5.5 out of 10. The five best things tonight was the Damian Priest segment was good. The Gargano segment was good. The Ember Moon segment was good, and the main event with the women and the 2-on-2 women's tag team match tonight in the main event of NXT was decent as well. So that's why I'm going to give NXT tonight a 5.5 out of 10. So guys, thank you guys for watching this NXT review tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This show was alright. It wasn't that great. It was an alright show. I think this was Rhea Ripley's last night on NXT tonight, because like I said, after the women's match tonight on NXT with Amber Moon and Rhea Ripley, Amber Moon held up the hand of Rhea Ripley, and Amber Moon told Rhea Ripley, "No, this is your time. Take your time, and you know, I want you to get your I want you to get your love." So Rhea Ripley was in the ring alone. And I think this was Rhea Ripley's send-off from NXT tonight. And I think Rhea Ripley is going to be on the main roster on Friday. I think we are going to see her in the WWE draft. So, overall, guys, NXT was a 5.5 out of 10 tonight. I think tonight was the send-off of Rhea Ripley tonight from NXT. So, thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. And guys, let me know what you guys think about Rhea Ripley. Do you guys think she's been... Do you guys think that this was Rhea Ripley's send-off tonight from NXT? Let me know what you guys thought about that down in the comment section below. So guys, let me know if you guys thought that tonight was Rhea Ripley's last night on NXT. Leave it down in the comment section below. If you guys thought that this was Rhea Ripley's last night tonight on NXT. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching this NXT review tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.